shit on rotation. Pull up. We skating on them. I do what I want, so they hating on them. We kicking the door, they been waiting on them. I just back out the farm and I'm racing on them. Wait, who gon' stop me? They saying I'm moving too cocky. These bitches be fiending to top me, cause them diamonds hit harder than Rocky. These niggas be moving too oppy. On my mama, I never move sloppy.
We'd like to welcome Mr. Jack Thriller to our show.
How y'all doing?
We're good. Happy to have you on. We're so excited.
Yo, the feeling is mutual.
So, we gonna jump right into it, man. 1982, you know, Jack Thriller was born.
It's a good year.
You know, Atlanta. You know, you're on the porch. Well, not at that age, but you're on the porch, you're ready to jump off. And what gets you motivated? What gets you off and running?
Oh man, you probably don't know this, but I'm a really, really big Michael Jackson fan.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like he's everything to me. And when I was 5 years old, I was so spellbound by this guy. He was just so magical. I knew I'd never be Michael Jackson, but I knew I wanted to touch people that way. I would love for a grown man to faint when I walk in the room. You know, that's something when you get the opposite, the same sex to faint. These is men, the heterosexual men.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to get a woman to do it. But when men get out of character, you make thugs.
Scream.
Definitely true.
So I wanted that effect, and I knew I wanted that at 5. So it was a mix between him, LL Cool J, and Bobby Brown.
Okay.
Oh, Bobby too.
That's a hell of a mix right there.
Bobby was the man when I'm 5 years old.
Okay.
Bobby was a man. New Edition was everything.
What?
Got the moves going.
You know what's funny about it is that people automatically assume because I'm a comic, you know, it starts with comedians, but it didn't. Okay. But because all of these guys that I'm talking to you about, they funny in their own right. Well, I ain't got to tell you that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was about to say they whole entertainers all around.
All around.
Mm-hmm.
All around. You know, and so yeah, that's what it really was for me. But at the same time, I do have comic influences too, like your Eddie Murphy's. My favorite comedian in the world is Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx is the most talented on earth.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
On earth.
Yes,
and
he is. Yes, he is.
I think the proof is in the pudding.
Yes, he is.
You know,
he don't get the credit he necessarily should.
No,
but he definitely got it. He definitely got it.
Yeah, and he's about to play Mike Tyson, I think.
Huh?
He's about to play Mike Tyson, right?
Another one of my favorites, man. I wanted to be a boxer too.
As we could see.
We gonna get to that later, huh?
We're gonna get to that a little bit later.
Yeah, it didn't work out for me. Yeah,
It don't mean you don't got hands though. It don't mean you don't got hands.
I don't have boxing hands. I got regular street fighting hands.
Okay.
Yeah, boxing hands is a different type of hand.
Definitely, and
right.
and a different type of stamina.
Yes,
you know
I got a hot 45 seconds.
and that's even a long time.
That's a long time.
When you got your arms stretched out like this, punch it.
Different. So the fight you want to talk about later on and whatnot. I whooped his ass for the first 45 seconds. After that, the
first 45,
shit went left real quick.
So did you start off with doing stand up? Like how did you what got your feet wet? What got you into where you are now? And what besides your music influences and some of your comedy influences, what direction did you take? Once you got out high school or your college days, like what made you take your direction you took?
We didn't make it out of high school.
Okay.
We walked in high school and walked right out of high school. I was supposed to be class of 2000.
Okay.
Wow.
And I came out in 96. Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't think this is for me. But when you go in the real world and whatnot, and you realize, oh shit, oh,
Yeah.
I take care of myself now because
Yeah.
I ain't with this shit no more.
Yeah.
That is kind of real. But I had I started it started off as class clown and everything, and I would take these little acting classes with my own money and everything, and just pop into places that you'd have to pay for. But I wanted to be there so bad, and that's what my drive and my ambition was.
Okay.
I just made that happen. I was lucky enough to get in this play when I was 12 years old, called A Will to Survive, and with Rerun from What's Happening.
Oh, so I know you know to do it. I know you can still do it.
Man, listen, I'm 38 now. I used to be a stripper when I was 19. I can't do none of them moves no more.
Oh, no.
Well, in the privacy of your own home, yes, you can.
Hey, listen, I have to be with real hardcore fans to bust my moves out. Yeah, the hardcore groupies for me to get these, because you can still see it like, oh shit, but my body don't look the same as it used to when I was 19. So it come off different when you go. When you
it looks different when you throw out the leg. It looks different.
It looks different. Like when you record yourself having sex, it don't look the same as when you watching porn. Like I don't look like, what's wrong with, what am I not doing? Because you look at yourself a whole different way. Your body don't look the way you think it looks.
Well, as far as porn is concerned, they have assistants. They have cameramen.
Yeah, and they in shape. But to yourself, like to me, I look like Will Smith. I look like Chris Brown. To me, I look like Denzel Washington. But when it's on TV, it look different to me. It look different to me. It's reality. It's not like that.
I'm sure it looks different to her too.
Yeah. Yeah. So it means, so you got to be this OD groupie, Jack Thriller groupie to really enjoy this, or you got to be in love with me.
or Jack, just delete that.
Yeah, I do. I immediately delete it. I don't even watch it to the whole. Like, oh shit! No. Okay, we don't record me no more. Yeah, I don't have the porn body.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know how we got there. We dropped off in school. Then we went to me in the gospel play.
We were gonna play with Rerun.
Yeah. Sorry.
Man. Bring you back in.
Yeah. I'll go off in deep waters if you let me.
I see. So what is this time span with the Rerun play?
I did it for about maybe a year, about two years and whatnot, and I did it for like 2 years, and then I started going to acting camps and whatnot, performing arts.
Early 90s.
Late 90s. I'm sorry, early 90s. And late 90s, after I got out of school, I started joining like little acting classes and stuff. I would work at McDonald's in the daytime, and then I take acting classes twice a week.
Okay.
And when I was 17, I was working at MCI WorldCom. I don't know if you ever remember this.
MCI.
Yeah, so I was selling long distance, and I was making more than everybody in my house. I was making like $1,500 a week or some shit. And then bonuses and stuff, because I knew how to talk that shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I could sell anybody anything. That's one of my that's my gift. I have the gift of gab. I have a sparkling personality.
Jack the Hustler.
That you do. I love it.
I worked with this girl. Her name was Tandrita Ball. I'll never forget it. And because I had two jobs the same. I'm working at MCI WorldCom, and I worked at this place called NYSP, and I was teaching kids from kindergarten through 5th grade how to read. Now, one of the girls I worked with, she worked at Phillips Arena, as I forget what her job was, but she let me borrow her work pass when the Kings of Comedy came in town.
Okay.
And I went to go see the Kings of Comedy at 17. And I was like, oh, shit.
Okay.
Damn.
So now I see where you get the spark from.
Yeah, that's what it's
spark right there.
That's where the spark came in. I saw Bernie Mac. I saw D.L. Hughley. I saw J. Anthony Brown. I saw Guy Torrey. I saw Ryan Cameron. I saw Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and whatnot. And I had to go do it again. So I snuck back in the next night just to make sure that shit was still there. And they did completely different shows. And I was like, I want to be a comedian. I found out Chris Tucker had a comedy club in Atlanta at the time because he's hot. He's doing money talks and all this other shit.
Okay.
I went to the Chris Tucker Comedy Club. I go up. I do 5 minutes, and I do okay. I ain't ripped that bitch, but I did all right.
Okay.
Next time I went, I bummed. And I came back the next time, and I bummed again. I kept on bumming, and I hooked up with these two other comedians, and we became a clique. One of them was named Gabriel Hart.
Okay.
And, he's a world-renowned music video director now.
Okay.
And, he did Versace, and he did My President is Black, which I was the director on.
Okay.
Hey,
that later.
Credit, okay.
Okay.
But anyway, the other guy was named Food Stamp, and we was this nerdy outcast of comic rejects that used to hang out together, and we would shoot skits before when YouTube first started. This is MySpace and all that around this time, MySpace and shit like that, Black Planet and stuff, and and it, for about maybe 2 years, and okay, now I think I'm 19 or 20. And I'm at we at Uptown Comedy Club, and it's this little comedian coming to the door. His name is Roland Powell. Very arrogant motherfucker. Super arrogant.
Okay.
And I recognize him from TV because he had this big ass joke that he did this Music Soul Child parody. And,
was he funny?
Huh?
Was he funny?
You know him as Lil Duval today.
Okay.
I got layers. The story gets better.
Okay.
I go to, I was like, hey, what's up, man? I know you from such and such and such. And I try to shake his hand. This nigga gives me his pinky to shake.
So he was arrogant from the door.
From the door. And
wow.
And I was so humble, and I was always let people be who they was.
Okay.
Right.
I shook this nigga's pinky. And while taking his pinky, it's a comedian. Really, he wasn't my friend then, but we best friends now. His name is Nard Hostin. He was the man in Atlanta at the time, at Uptown Comedy Club, around the whole circuit and stuff. And he was introducing me while I'm shaking this nigga's pinky.
Oh my God!
As they coming to the stage, now this guy, he got a funny name, and listen, y'all just gotta listen to him because. If you listen to him, he's funny. And without further ado, y'all give it up for Honey Buns.
Google that Honey Buns, or somebody gave you that name?
I did it myself.
Oh. That's that Decatur, baby.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the story in just a second. How that came about. So I'm walking to the stage, and they booing as soon as they say my name when they see me, because they think it was gonna be a girl, but when they see it's a guy, and I had my shirt unbuttoned too. So you can see my abs. My abs was on some like rock shit. But in Atlanta at this particular time, there's drug dealers in there. It's gangsters, it's strippers. Ludacris in there, T.I. before I'm Serious came out, Jeezy, it's Lil Jon. These people aren't who they are now.
And you walk on the stage with your chest hairs out.
With my chest out, all that. The footage is up somewhere online. You can see it for yourself. There's the whole scenarios. And they booing the fuck out of me.
It's hard to get gangsters to laugh.
Huh?
I said it's hard to get gangsters to laugh.
Yeah. I didn't even make it all the way on the stage yet. Make it all the way, and they was booing me, and I'm walking to the stage, and my confidence is shot to shit. And I button one of my buttons on the bottom before I get there. It's the one on the bottom because my hand is shaking. I can't get the other buttons up, and then I'm going off on the audience. Fuck you, fuck this nigga too, fuck this bitch, going the fuck off. And so I get off stage. And this little arrogant comedian, Roland Powell, walks back up to me. He said, hey, listen, I want to do a skit with you, and I want to use this on my comedy DVD. I just got this deal and whatnot, and I was like, you want to put me up on your DVD getting booed? And he was like, yeah, I'll give you $2,000. I said, nigga, yes, you can put this DVD, get it booed. And he gave me the money, and me, Gabe, and my friend Food Stamp. We showed him some skits that we did, and he was like, let me hire y'all to do my DVD, and it's called That Boy Funny. So we did Lil Duval's first DVD. That Boy Funny. And me and Lil Duval became friends right then and there. And he took me on the road with him, and I became his protege, bodyguard, opening act, all of the above. And he taught me how to be Jack Thriller before. This is 7 years before I changed my name to Jack. And mind you, everybody hated honey buns. And I wasn't wavering from it because I wanted something that you would remember me for, and I was trying too hard, and I was always as good at marketing. And I knew that I needed to have a name to where it would make people be like, what the fuck? So even if I don't do good, you still remember that it was a dude that named Honey Buns that was really buff and shit, whether he was funny or he wasn't. So it was a gift and a curse at the same time. The way I got the name, I don't know if y'all familiar with y'all remember these things called a chat line?
Yep.
Chat line, yes.
All right. So I used to get on chat line and go meet girls and stuff. That's how I would meet girls, and I would meet them in underground Atlanta and shit. But one time I was on the chat line. I think I'm 17 or something like that. Still, because I'm trying to find me a good comedy name, because I was just going by my regular name, which is Ferrani Pride. But I think that was gonna be something that's gonna make people remember me. And I was inside this chat room, and it was this gay dude came in. He said, "Hey, my name is Honey Bun. I hope your mama die. Bye."
Oh.
And I left the room and I went into another room, and he came in again. "Hey, my name is Honey Bun. I hope your mama die. Bye." And I was like, that's what's gonna be my comedy name right there, because I wanted to feel the way everybody felt when he did that, and they bust out laughing. That it was inspired. I knew this was gonna work because it was inspired by a Cedric the Entertainer joke. We remember that joke that Cedric the Entertainer used to have, where he would say that I met this dude, his name was Delicious. I'm just gonna call another grown ass man Delicious.
Yeah, you definitely not gonna call somebody Delicious.
Right. That was such a funny joke that I was like, I got to find a name that got that same cachet to it, where it makes people uncomfortable, but it's funny at the same time. And I found it. It was Honey Buns. But he on it to make it masculine.
Did that work?
No. I was still gay in everyone's eyes.
But it's so funny that you say that Jamie Foxx was your favorite comedian. Is your favorite comedian because when he started out, that's how he started using the name Jamie Foxx. He said because women needed to get on the stage, and so they thought he was a woman, and that's how he was able to get his start. So I love how you like take all of that and you just didn't stop. That's dope.
See, that's why I fuck with you. Get me.
Yeah.
We're here. Yes, you can take me out.
Well, thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm commandeered your interview. Y'all,
you're good, man. This is good. This is good banter. This is good.
Okay,
that's awesome. So wait, so you got all this happening. You're not stopping, right? Your confidence has been built up, right? You always knew what you wanted to do. I've always admired people who've known from when they were younger what they wanted, and so you just like keep excelling. So you're getting in these places. How are you just approaching these people? Like you just like shooting your shot. Like what makes you say like, you know what? I'm just gonna talk to them. They like me. They like me. They don't. It is what it is.
Hey man, because listen, I always had an eye problem ever since I was a little boy. So I'm souls over. People judge you off what you look like right off the rip. So imagine being ridiculed as a kid and people don't like you because you cross-eyed or you're fat or in a wheelchair, and kids say the darndest things. And my mom used to. My mom's a minister. I would come home crying and stuff, and she'd always just tell me how great I was and how handsome I was, and forget everybody else. And she would tell me the psychology of why they were doing what they were doing, and she would always revert back to Richard Pryor and say that he used to talk about himself, and so before people talked about him, just to keep them off of him, and that you should try to do that. But my pride, which is my last name,
fitting.
Yeah, but my pride and my ego wouldn't let me talk about myself, and I ain't get a chance to do that until I met Lil Duval. He exposed that side of me.
Yeah,
you had to mature. Also, you had to mature.
But when I was immature, I was like, okay, if you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you back, and I promise you, I can do it way better.
Worse, right?
Way better. I used to have people chasing me home with sticks and rocks. I'm talking about the whole bus.
Okay.
School bus.
Oh my goodness.
When you get used to being rejected, your whole life, and when people actually get to know you and realize, oh shit, he is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I do like him. Why was I trying to kill you again?
They don't even know why. They don't even know why they hate you so much.
They don't even know, and you kind of can't get mad at people for that.
Right.
But it takes a certain mindset to get. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't grow up with a chip on my shoulder. I grew up like, yo, I just gotta make it out of adolescence and get to one. Yeah, once I'm grown, everybody will understand me, and I can do what I want to do, and it's gonna go this way. I just gotta stay alive until I get older. I gotta live through this childhood.
Right.
I was always a grown little boy, if that makes any sense.
Absolutely.
Very always ahead of my time.
Yes.
No matter what I did.
So now you're tearing up the scene with Lil Duval. You're in Atlanta. You're doing your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So now how do you make this transition from Atlanta to New York?
Well, I thought you never asked. Well, I think I'm 27 at the time, and I'm tired of being a sidekick, and I want to be my own man. I see this guy's career is blossoming, and he's just becoming this superstar, and I'm just a sideshow. I'm Sideshow Bob. He's Krusty the Clown, and I'm Sideshow Bob. No one wants to be Sideshow Bob. Sideshow Bob didn't want to be Sideshow Bob. People only know me when I walk in the room with this guy.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. I'm invisible besides that. Oh, the nigga with the eye to be with Roland. That's who I was before that. So right. I had did everything that I could do as a comic, an up-and-coming comic in Atlanta. And I was sitting on the couch one day with my uncle, and we were watching Tavis Smiley, and he said, "Yo, Ferrandi, that's what you." He was interviewing 50 Cent, and 50 Cent was talking about he was looking for comedians, directors, and actors because he started a new company called Cheetah Vision. And he's like, "Yo, you need to move to New York and find 50 Cent." And I'm looking at him like, how the fuck I'm gonna find 50 Cent in New York? Fuck with me.
You just gonna walk up and be like, "Oh, you know where 50 at?"
It sounds just like it sounds so simple. So he was like, "Yo, I called my brother, he stayed in Harlem, which is his brother, which is my uncle." And he said, I tell him to let you stay with him for 6 months, and you go up there and you take the same shit that you know from down here up there. Like once I done been assistant director in music videos, I was Superman and Soulja Boy video and all kind of shit like that. I done did a couple of little comedy shows with Master P, Hood Stars of Comedy with Michael Blackson and Cat Williams and 06 and shit. And this is 09 we're talking about right now. Mm-hmm. And Gabriel Hart, he told me, He said, "Hey man, listen, I'm going to New York. You want to come with me? We finna shoot a video for Fat Joe and the Locks." And I was like, he told me how much we was gonna make from the videos, and I was like, all right, cool. So we took a road trip to New York, and I was like making it my business that while I was there, I was gonna go on stage at night just to see if I was funny in New York, because they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Anywhere, yep.
And I heard Chris Rock say, if you're a comedian, you want to be a good comedian, you got to live in one of the two places, New York or LA.
Wow.
So hit my man up, Rob Stapleton, when he would come to Atlanta, I would go pick him up from the airport and drive him around and shit. And I told him, hey, bro, this honey bun, I'm about to come in town. I need to get booked. Man, book me. I don't even need to get paid. He said, I got 2 paid shows. I said, okay, well, shit. Fuck what I said. He said, I got a show at Mocha's with Smokey, and I got another show for you at the Dugout in Yankee Stadium. And opening up for this guy named Capone. And
funny, yeah.
I take it, I'll be there. And I went there and I ripped both of them bitches. And I had got some coochie. I got some coochie and I ripped and I got some money.
That's always a plus.
I think this is what God want me to be.
The booty was always a plus.
Yeah. New York girls like me. I'm sexy in New York. And I'm funny in New York.
Okay.
And it don't look, when you watch Def Comedy Jam or when you watch the Apollo, it don't look like it. It look hard. It look hard. Capone me up 6 a.m. the next morning, and he said, "Hey, honey bun, I got like $2,000 worth of shows for you. Where you at?" I said, "I'm here in New York right now at my uncle's house, but I got to leave tomorrow and shit. I'm going back to Atlanta." He said, "What the fuck you doing in Atlanta for?" I said, "Nigga, that's where I live at. Goddamn shit." He was like, "You need to be here if you really want to make something happen." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna ask my uncle, can I come stay with him?" And I don't know this uncle like that either.
Oh, okay.
He's a world-renowned artist and whatnot, and he has an apartment in Harlem. And I asked him, and he was like, "Yeah, you can stay with me for 6 months and shit, and I'm gonna charge you this and whatnot. But then if shit don't work out, you got to go back to Atlanta."
Wow.
I said, "All right, cool." 3 months later, I move up here, August 6th, 2009.
Okay.
I unpack my stuff and I go to Times Square. And I'm looking around in Times Square. How the fuck am I gonna find 50 cents in this motherfucker? Nigga, coincidentally, I bump into 2 guys. One name is Ali, and the other guy's name is Chris Alvarez. They're the editor and a camera guy, and they know me from all the YouTube videos that I've done with Lil Duval, and recognize me from the Soulja Boy video. And it was, and let us shoot let's do some viral videos. We don't want no money. We just let us put our name on there and let's help each other. I was like, okay, cool. I got to find something to do any damn way. I was comedians and stuff to try to get booked while I was here, but just because I was from Atlanta, nobody didn't want to fuck with me. Country.
I was about to say country boy in the city.
Damn, if they help a nigga, let a nigga come up here to New York and he blew up before them. That's the type of swag here in New York. And comics in New York don't like comics in New York.
Absolutely right.
Yeah,
right. And to help a person, help
sport. This is a one-man sport.
Yeah,
you know. And so we shot a viral video, and it goes viral August 20th. So I've been here for 14 days and I'm already got a viral video. One of the sites that pick it up outside of World Star, Vlad TV, and all hiphop.com is thisis50.com.
Nice.
Wow.
I was like, God, so this how it's supposed to happen? So this means 50 Cent sees me.
He saw you.
To shoot more videos.
Right.
Videos. Fast forward. Then they all were viral too. This is 50 put up every one of them. Kevin Hart was a really good friend of mine. He used to retweet all my videos.
Wow.
Yeah, he don't answer none of my phone calls now.
I know how that go.
But anyway, we still good friends. If you're watching, Kevin, we still great friends. You can pick up where we left off whenever you feel like it.
Whenever you feel like it.
I'm not mad. You had no fucking with me after you blew up. But, 4 months later is the new year, and I got 3 offers on the table. One from World, one from This Is 50, one from Vlad TV, and they all wanted me to be person site.
Wow.
And I took all the appointments, and I went with This Is 50 because that's what I came to do.
Yeah.
Focus.
They chose me.
Wow.
I came to see them, and they chose me. Every time I tell this story, it always feels like I'm lying.
So dreams come true.
But it's the truth.
It's the truth. It really happened because I make it sound easy.
Right.
But it wasn't nothing easy about it.
Nah. The road is never that easy.
No, the preparation was so vicious and vigorous and rigorous, and I even left out at one point. I left out of hold on. No, I didn't. I ain't leave out a part yet. I'm getting to the part. So now I'm with thisis50.com. All of those New York comedians kissing my ass. I'm a comedian now, and I got a new show on there called So Disrespectful on thisis50.com. I'm interviewing celebrities, and now I got a job on G Unit Radio and it's Sirius Satellite Radio. I'm the man in your city, and I'm here 4 months. I only been here 4 months, so I meet this guy. While I'm at a show at Caroline's, I'm at Caroline's opening up for Corey Holcomb.
Okay.
And he has another guy that's opening up also. And I recognized him from Direct Effect. It was Cypher Sounds. And I was Cypher Sounds, he works at Hot 97 in the morning. And so I'm talking to him. He blowing me all the way off because Corey called me Honey Buns because he know me as Honey Bun. He never liked Honey Buns, but now that I'm Jack Thriller, he go out of his way to call me Honey Bun to piss me off.
Try to keep you humble.
Humble, but mind you, when my name really was Honey Bun, he wasn't fucking with it. Like niggas that know me, they knew where I came from. They refused to call me Jack Thriller. Just to fuck with me. But anyway, I'm trying to talk to Cypher Sounds, and he blowing me off. And Corey said, "Hey, listen, I need you to fuck with this dude right here. This is my boy, and he's from down south and such, because he lived in LA. Corey lives in LA." And Cypher Sounds like, "All right, cool. Meet me up at Hot 97 in the morning." I go meet him at Hot 97, and he wants to be a comic, but his jokes wasn't really that crispy. I punched all his jokes up, and he said, "I want to do something for you too." And I was like, well, man, you don't have to do nothing for me. I'm just trying to get in where I fit in and pay dues and shit. I'll be here every day if you let me and shit. He said, "I got a show that I do called Don't Get Gas. That's a once a month comedy show. And once you do the pre-comedy show, I'm gonna let you host it and I'm gonna pay you." This nigga paid me $500 to host the comedy show for him. This is more money than I ever been booked for in New York. And the New York comedians are seeing that I'm on the show with Cypher Sounds, and now I done broke into the stand-up part of New York where I'm much ostracized and outcasted from because I wasn't from here.
And you got somewhere they couldn't get.
Way faster too.
Way faster.
Uh-huh.
And when I tell you they was kissing the ring, I was on some Who's the Master show enough type shit.
Yeah.
Do you hear me? Yeah, but I ain't throw it in their face like that because I'm not like that. This thing's just started working itself out for me, and so yeah, now we up to date with that. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get back in.
So from there, is that when you got on Wildin' Out? Because you was on Wildin' Out for like 3 seasons.
It was actually 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
Don't take that away from him. Don't discredit my boy. Don't discredit my boy.
So you pretty much own Wildin' Out.
Okay, so check this out. Back in 2004, this is when I was. This kind of circles back too. I was doing stand up in Atlanta, and Corey Holcomb, he's on Wildin' Out at the time, and I'm driving around, I'm making his t-shirts for him and all that shit, and once again paying dues. I've always done this. I never was above this shit.
Right.
And he asked me, what could he do for me? I said, hey, bro, I want to be on Wildin' Out, man. Can you give me an audition for Wildin' Out? And he was like, yeah. So why don't you do this? Get on a plane. Never been on a plane before. I think I'm 23 years old at the time. Never been on a plane. And come to LA. Never been to LA. And I'm gonna get you an audition with Nick. I'm gonna introduce you to Nick. And so I fly to LA, go to the set of Wildin' Out. It's in full bloom. Cat Williams there. Everybody's there. Snoop Dogg there. All these people that I used to see on TV that I can't believe in the room. Hey, Pretty Ricky was there.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him?
Yeah.
Okay. So before you go any further, right? And I'm just curious.
Sure thing.
How much was a last minute ticket to LA from New York?
You ready for this?
I
don't know.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. I was shooting on. I've always been really great at the whole barter system. I don't know if you noticed about all these stories that I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's a barter. Always put great energy out and whatnot, and I didn't expect anything in return. People offered it.
Okay.
This ticket that I got, this round trip ticket, it was from this girl that wanted to be a music video director, and I let her. I met her on the set of some video that we were doing. I forget who it was. I want to say it was Young Jock. We did a Young Jock video, and she came and she was one of the intern for us, and I let her. But she worked at Delta. And so when I
buddy pass.
Okay.
Yeah, got me a buddy pass, a first class buddy pass.
Nice.
A first class buddy pass. So my first flight was a first class flight.
I was just curious because sometimes when people get opportunities, the money will hinder them from taking a chance.
Hey, but you see what you just said right there? I never did it for money. I always did it.
Oh no. When not you doing it for money. What I mean is Corey told you to come to LA. Yeah. A normal person would be like, damn, I ain't got no money to go to LA. I don't have no money for a last minute ticket.
I never like that. If I ain't have something, I was gonna get it.
Okay.
I was going to, because if this is your dream, it don't matter how much your dream costs.
Okay.
You gonna go do what the fuck you got to do and make it happen.
Yeah.
So, like I told you, with all this dues paying, paying dues for people and getting in where I fit in, and I ain't asked to get paid. I never asked nobody for no money, and that's why the universe always protected me and put me in situations where people would just help me, because I really believe in Muhammad Ali once said that service to others is the rent we pay for being on earth.
Wow.
You understand that?
Yeah.
So you should really be doing things helping people because it's just the right thing to do. And if helping somebody that's doing in a situation that you're trying to get on it and you really coming from your heart and whatnot, I think that things will work itself out. And it's always been like that for me. And whenever I did get in trouble or had my heart on my sleeve and whatnot, it was because I ignored signs of things that were blatantly wrong because I thought I could change people.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? You know when you in danger, but sometimes we feel like, nah, I'm gonna help this person that won't kill me, and I'm gonna make them not want to do that. I'm gonna talk the Jeffrey Dahmer out of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what happened with that. So I get to LA, and I'm on the set of Wildin' Out. Corey works me into one of them, the family reunion skit. and whatnot. He get me on the show. He takes me backstage to meet Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, Lil Jon is standing right there too. I know Lil Jon because he's in Atlanta.
I was about to say.
Hey, Lil Jon, can you tell this nigga to put me on this show? And he said, bro, you here. You just gotta keep you here. You already here.
That's it.
I said, what? No, tell the nigga that I'm your boy. Put me on the fucking nigga. It don't work like that. You gotta be here.
Yeah.
And you just gotta be around and here. Hey, yo, Nick, he cool, but I ain't finna tell you to put him on the show. What? Nigga, that didn't help me. You should have just said you ain't know me, nigga. What the fuck is that? Was a compliment assault. That's a compliment at the same time.
Yeah.
And so, back to Corey. I said I walked off from Lil Jon. Back to Corey. Hey, he like, yo, Nick, can you get this nigga an audition? Nick say, hey, if you go out on stage, I'm gonna give you the mic. Go out in the middle of my audience and go make them laugh. And if you can make them laugh, you're gonna be on the next season of Wildin' Out.
Wow.
That's balls right there.
I love it.
I said, you ain't said nothing, bitch. Give me the mic. Went out there, did 3 shows. Nick come pull me. He like, he gonna be on the next season of Wildin' Out. But guess what?
What?
There's no next season of Wildin' Out.
What?
You don't remember when Wildin' Out came and it left?
Yeah. It did.
That's what happened to Jack Thriller. For Honey Buns at the time. So it wasn't time yet.
Yeah.
But now I'm in New York and I'm Jack Thriller.
Yeah.
I'm this brand new YouTube sensation that nobody ain't never seen shit like it. This is 50 on fire. Everybody fucking with me. I'm blazing red carpets and all that shit.
Right.
I find out Nick Cannon is coming in town because I hear whispers that Wildin' Out is coming back. I saw it in an interview that he did with someone else. I forget who it was. And I heard he was going to be performing at Gotham Comedy Club. I go to Gotham Comedy Club and it's this young comedian. I think his name was Chico Bean or something like that.
Oh, that guy.
And he was opening up for Nick. And he from all the shit that I've done. Keep in mind, he's not the Chico you know yet.
Right.
So I'm blowing this nigga off. He was like, nigga, you so funny. Blah, blah, blah. I said, hey, man, where the fuck nigga at, man? I don't want to talk about this shit right now. Where I'm so rude to this. I should have put up the clip of that shit with him talking about it. It's so funny. It's so funny because I didn't know. You never know who gonna be what. You never.
You got to be kind to everybody.
Yeah, but I was on a mission and this nigga was in my fucking way.
In your way.
He was
bitch, get out the way.
I had to make sure.
Get out the way.
Get dope. I know I'm dope. Thank you.
I love it.
And so the show is over. Nick gets off stage. I follow Nick down in his dressing room. And his bodyguard stopped me. Hey, nigga, what the fuck you doing down here? I said, my name is Jack Thriller, and I'm here to interview Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon runs out the door. And he said, yo, Jack, what's up, man? And, I'm up here like, does this nigga remember me? No, he don't remember me. All he know is I'm Jack Thriller, the nigga that's popping now.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
He doesn't remember me. He knows I did the work.
Yeah.
I did the work.
Mm-hmm.
I did the work. For niggas that's watching this right, I did the work. I was already doing what the fuck I was supposed to do.
Yo, Jack, say that one more time.
Mm-hmm.
I did the work. Nobody put me on.
Yep.
I did the work. I went there with the intent of meeting this guy and interviewing him about Wildin' Out and whatnot. And then I was gonna sneak in the question, could I be on the shit? I see him. He says, hey, I'm bringing Wildin' Out back. You ain't even got an audition before I could even ask. Before I even say do an interview.
Wow.
I did the work.
Gotta be consistent.
I did the work. Keep in mind, how many years am I putting in between all the shit that I done told y'all?
Wow.
Over 10 years.
Just straight out of high school.
Come on, man. 96.
Wow.
96, man. 96, I'm 14. But I was 5 when I knew what I wanted to be, and I was going after it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody owe you nothing. Don't nobody owe you shit.
Now, one.
If you don't ever become who you want to be or who you see inside your head,
Mm-hmm.
it's not because somebody was hating on you. It's because you didn't do the work. You was waiting on somebody to put you on. I know you think the whole world hating on you, but the whole world is waiting on you to get off your ass and go do what the fuck you got to do.
Okay, so were you still? So you were on Wild 'N Out. You were still doing interviews.
Mm-hmm.
You're still doing both.
Yeah.
So out of all of the interviews that you've done, what was your most controversial interview that you've done over out of everybody that you've done?
I see what you just did.
Well, I mean, listen. You've been in the business. You've interviewed just about everybody except me. But that's another. Well, no, you did interview me. You did interview me. Quick second. A quick second.
Hey, Grizz is a really awesome friend. Awesome friend. I've been through 3 relationships with him. 3 different girlfriends. And a wife. He has invited all of us to his house. And everyone. Grizz introduced me.
Oh my God.
With Younger May. The 16 or better. Grizz is the man. Great friend. Great friend. Wife can cook her ass off. Do you hear me?
I hear that.
Yes. His wife was friends with every woman that I ever brought there.
Wow.
I became a friend when I wasn't with him no more. Just like good people, man. Good people. But go back.
Okay, so who was the most controversial?
2chains.
2chains.
2chains. It's in the same area.
Yeah, it turned into a mess. It did, yeah, because my ego, and I did something. I had made a post with our interview that was very, clickbaity. Yeah, I had asked 2chains a question and whatnot, and I had titled his interview, 2chains admits to join the Illuminati. He wanted to kill me. And when, oh shit, this is before 6ix9ine. Oh, nigga, 2chains want to kill me. Kill him too. Let's kill each other.
Oh my goodness. I
went and did this interview on Vlad TV, and I said some things that when I watch it today, at 38 years old, it makes me cringe, and it makes my skin crawl.
Right.
Not who I am, and I want to project myself to the kids, older people, to his family, because you forget all that stuff when you ego.
Right.
Ego, and I'm just thinking it's a game.
Right.
And then I go do Drink Champs in 2016. And Nori asked me a question. He said, "Hey, you still beefing with 2chains?" I'm sitting next to Combat Jack at the time. It was me and him as guests. God rest his soul. 2chains, Nori said, "I want to squash y'all beef." He calls 2chains. He think he calling them on FaceTime. He said, "I got this bitch ass nigga Jack Thrill over here. Talk about he punked your ass out." And he think it's a game too.
Oh my goodness.
2chains cussed me out like ain't nobody ever cussed me out in my life. And I was so scared.
Yeah.
But when you're watching it on camera, I'm holding it together as much as I can.
Of course.
The reason why I'm scared, for one, I gotta people are looking at me. I'm on camera, so I can't really get some clear thoughts inside of my mind to say the right thing to diffuse the situation. So instead, my ego got involved, and whatever he said, I said something. I said something just extra gangster. But I was scared because I could hear in his voice, this nigga's not playing with me. When he say he gonna kill me on sight or beat me up on sight, he's meaning this. And I got one eye. I ain't got time to be watching my back because I can't see my side, this side of me, and whatnot. And I believe him. I'm not as mad as he is. I don't want to fight a nigga I'm not as mad as them.
Of course.
That shit probably not gonna go right. He don't want to hear nothing I gotta say. And I was talking shit, and I got booked on a show with 2chains. I think the next year, 2017.
Oh
in St. Louis. But I didn't know he was there.
Wow.
I'm standing by the stage watching the Shaunie because I just got off. See, my days are long when I'm singing along and shit. Learn by you here, and my heart can't take no more. I'm vibing. And then the host come back up. He said, y'all ready for 2chains? I'm like, 2chains? The fuck? when he says 2chains, when he says 2chains, then I say 2chains. Then I look over to see where he at. And this nigga is standing right shoulder to shoulder with me.
Oh my God.
I look at him and he at me, and he didn't see me either until I said 2chains.
Oh my God.
But he got the mic in his hand and the music come on, look at you, then look at us. All my niggas is rich and fuck. He walking to the stage mad than him. Mad. I'm looking at him like Shaggy off Scooby-Doo, like my eyes popping out my head. I take off, running through the crowd. I knock a pregnant chick down, and then get out the door.
Oh no!
But I remember, I forgot my check. I got to go back in there and get that check.
I need my money.
I ran back in there and knocked the same pregnant bitch down. And I said, nigga, give me my money. No.
Oh, we lost you.
Too funny. So
he gave me my money.
Okay.
And I got out of the door. And I catch a plane back that night. Mind you, I ain't booked till the next morning. But
he's like, I need to move this flight up right now.
I didn't even go back to the hotel to get my shit.
Because chances are y'all in the same hotel.
We probably stand next to each other.
Yeah, chances are you're in the same hotel, especially with those promoters.
That nigga probably wanted some shit to pop off. And got me booked right the hall from the nigga. I'm going down to go eat breakfast in the morning and shit. You don't get my free breakfast. And 2chains walk out of the room at the same time and then wrap his hair around me. And the rest could be over. So I can't chance that. I had to go ahead and leave out that night. And that's when I had said to myself, oh, I don't want to beef. I don't want to be no gangster. None of that shit. He could have beat my whole left side off because I can't see on this side.
Yeah.
Right.
If he would have saw me.
Yeah. But you know what? Learning lesson. You know, you learn who you really are.
Right.
Learn who you really ain't.
Yeah. You really ain't.
When you know better, you do better. So, like, as an adult, you're maturing. Clearly, there's a truth.
Man, listen, I done sent edible arrangements. All kind of shit. I think 17 interviews.
Did you ever get a chance to fix the relationship?
You ready for this? Last week, I go to T.I. birthday party. And I'm at the bar. I'm with my little cousin and shit. I'm at the bar and whatnot. We taking pictures and shit and with everybody and whatnot. And I'm at the bar ordering me some Hennessy. And I look over at my cousin. And my cousin is freaking out. He touching his nose. He like trying to signal me. I'm like, man, what the fuck wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You okay? I ain't seen this nigga in a long time, so I was like, he might be retarded now. Because a lot of mental illness going on, COVID, and all. I think that nigga having some kind of COVID breakdown. I said, yo, Playboy, you straight? He said, nigga, look behind you. I said, who behind me? He said, Too Tall Tony. I said, who the fuck is Too Tall Tony? And it was 2chains.
Oh my goodness.
Standing on my good side this time. He get his drinks. And he look at me. I swallow. And he walk off.
Okay.
Wow.
So I was like, I think he knows that I'm sorry. He must have saw the interview.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah. But my cousin said he looked like he wanted me to say something to him. Because I did say in a lot of the interviews that when I like to see him and I apologize. And I just didn't, I had another opportunity, but I didn't see him pass by again, but my cousin did. And I didn't get a chance to say what I wanted to say to him, but I know we will. And I'll tell him to his face when I see him.
That time will come. That time will definitely come.
It's all time, man. God's time.
Yeah. So, I'm glad you brought up the COVID thing. So how have you been holding up in this COVID, in this whole pandemic, all this craziness and,
At first, it pissed me off because
cut off the money.
It cut off the money. I just got my big break this year.
Right.
I got the opportunity to go on tour with Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
Right.
And I had events that was set up and dates and shit and blah blah blah. And I got a chance to do some dates and have some business. I thought this year I was gonna make $100,000 off comedy. The first time in my life I was in the position that I wanted to be in.
Okay.
And the whole country, the world shuts down. Man, I had just got my first taste of performing in front of 20,000 people a couple of times in arenas.
Okay.
I was on the same show, the same tour as my old mentor. And I did it by myself. I got on it by myself.
Wow.
So it was bittersweet for me. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. When Lil Duval was on the list, all kind of. I had arrived.
Yeah.
And I had a guy pick me out of millions of comics.
Right.
Million. He could have picked any. I wasn't hot at the time. I've been off the scene for years. I mean, I just got my life back together, personally, because I went through some things in the last 3 years, 4 years. That was kind of traumatic. I hadn't been on stage, mind you, in maybe a year and a half. And so for this particular tour, I had did over 100 shows in a row, 6 a night, getting ready for this shit. And it COVID had stepped in and it threw me off. And when it threw me off, I was down for a couple of months, and then my birthday rolls around May 7th. This girl I was dating at the time, she wanted to go get some weed pizza. And a really good friend of mine, I ain't even know, I know he sells weed pizza and stuff, but it wasn't a big deal to me because I don't smoke. Right. And so anyway, we go over there to the house and stuff, and Chris offers me a job. Chris Barrett offered me a job. He said, "Hey man, why don't you take all of them those contacts that you got over the years and whatnot, and send some of these people some pizza, and I'll pay you every day." And I was like, "I'll pay you every day." And he told me to give me $1,000 a day. I'm like, what?
Listen, the CBD ain't no joke. Cannabis movement ain't no joke.
Yeah, people like to be enlightened.
Nice way to put it.
Yeah. And even though in the midst of COVID, I said, I take it. Did it. The shit was a hit.
Of course.
I didn't even know this shit was gonna blow up like this.
Listen, that's like two favorite things for everybody. Pizza, and cannabis.
Yeah.
Put them together, liquid gold.
I wasn't thinking about it because I was fat and I was trying to lose weight. And
then on top of that, you throw in the soda and the ice cream and then the brownies and
cannolis and gelato.
It's a win.
Listen.
And most people will order the whole package.
Yep.
They'll get the pizza, they'll get the soda, they'll get the ice cream, they'll get the brownies. They might not get the chicken wings, or they might, depending on how many people. You know what I'm saying? But those first couple, the pizza, the ice cream, the soda, and the brownies, that's a win.
That's a whole party.
A win. It's a win. But you know what? I like how you stunned on us and it like he stunned on us with Martin, and then he just like got off of that real quick.
Because it's not over. It's just a little delayed. Right? So it had to be delayed for you to get into this business.
Yeah.
And you're out here flourishing. So next year, you know what I'm saying? Like it all, when you on the stage, you can tell everybody about the pizza. Y'all gonna be listen, come on, somebody. That's a whole testimony.
This is why I'm cool with dating you. You understand me. That's what happened, man. So yeah, it changed my life.
Yeah.
My lifestyle tremendously.
Wow.
I was able to buy my mama a car.
That's what's up.
I bought a 2020 Lexus.
Nice.
Oh.
I ain't never got a chance to do nothing crazy for my mama because I ain't never had nothing. I never got in a position where I made this type of money before.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think because you own, your money owned too.
Right.
It's a lot of it's a lot of broke, famous niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And I was one of them.
Right.
I can get in the club for free, but shit, where them bottles and shit is. I got to find out. Okay, I'm gonna get us in the club. So you buying the bottles?
Right.
You not the nigga that ain't famous. He always the niggas buying the bottles because he need the party to come to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring the party.
He just need to get in.
I'm gonna get us. If you get the bottle, nigga, you cool with spending $500 on bottles and bullshit. I got you.
I've been there, but they didn't have bottle money. I got us in. We have the bottles.
A table of waters.
Yeah, we were just standing there.
Hey, listen, I would if I was by myself, somebody in there always gonna know me, and I end up at a table where it appeared that I bought the bottles.
Yeah.
So, right.
Wrong with that.
The illusion.
Famous broke
wrong with that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was able to do that shit for her, and the pizza had really just changed my life and whatnot. But I still remain humble. Like I don't spend money like that because I ain't never had it. Right. And then with the way the world going right now too, we don't know if COVID gonna come back in, and they shut shit down again.
Yeah.
And even though business is going well, you got to prepare for the winter, baby.
Yeah.
So what's really dope about the COVID shit though, on a more personal level, women ain't got no choice but to Netflix and chill with your ass now. Look, it's COVID outside. We get sick. Oh, matter of fact, let me check your temperature real quick.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
This is what we gonna do. You're gonna have the quarantine over here tonight. Take this Theraflu. What's going on in the morning? And we're gonna continue this date.
Wait, so you provide the medicine as well? So a little Theraflu.
Just a regular
pizza.
I gotta make sure this is a regular cold.
He got the stuff for the regular flu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. You are hilarious. I cannot. All right. So what do you think about the vaccine? Would you take it?
You damn right I'm taking that shit.
Really? You're not scared?
Nigga, I got one eye. I ain't got no time to be goddamn turned down by the cure.
So sick of you.
And if they can put the chip in me, I'm cool with that chip.
The chip too?
You know why?
Why?
There's a lot of human trafficking going on. I need niggas to find me. Wrong.
That is valid. That is valid.
Listen, I don't know if I'm one of the people that are unfortunately supposed to get killed.
Right.
I need to find my body.
Find you like a lost puppy.
What's the logic? I get it.
Like a lost Shih Tzu.
Yeah. Do you know how many people would probably be here right now if they could skip in?
Yeah.
Women, the people human trafficking you and all kind of shit, and you know, you don't know. I'm just looking at it a different type of way.
Yeah.
And even though this shit funny that I'm saying, I'm dead ass serious.
I know. I know.
I need niggas to find me. It ain't nothing sadder than a story where somebody possibly could be dead and nobody's able to even have a funeral for them.
Right.
Or they were never heard from again. Do you want to be a story where a nigga never heard from again in 2020?
Right.
You're right. So are you going to vote in this upcoming election?
You ain't frozen. Don't play with me.
Well, I think we just lost Jack Thriller.
Hey, I'm sorry. Just came back in. What was going on?
You know what? Oh my God.
So I guess we'll see who the new president is.
The new
in a minute.
The new?
You don't think a new?
No.
Nah, I don't think either. I think Trump gonna win too.
Yeah, this is not pandemonium over these niggas that's running against him.
Yeah. I don't think they're strong enough. They
ain't strong at all.
And their topics are in their prison. The presentation of what they have to say is bumbling,
bruh. If listen, with the way as much bullshit going on in the world right now, don't be surprised if they all on the same team and they here. That's so the people that really would win ain't in the way. Hey, I could be wrong, but you know this is how I think. I'm inside of a game and Grizz. And ma'am, I'm pretty sure you noticed this too. This a click, man. This shit is all clickish. People, it's people set up to win. Shit. The game is rigged, and as soon as you understand that, life is to start just looking different, and you have more advantages. So you know, I've always played the hand I was dealt, and I always been aware of the 52 fake out too. So, and what you thought you saw, and you better off not looking at all.
Wow.
So, what's next for Jack Thriller?
I was about to say I'm about to order this pizza.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna do that. Without question, we're gonna do that.
But what you gonna do?
I just got a record deal.
Oh my goodness.
I just got a record deal. I got a comedy. It's an independent situation that I partnered up with some people and whatnot, and I got this budget. So you fixing to see me drop some music that's hilarious. I've been doing this for over 20 years. Music inside my comedy. Me and Lil Duval, since we started, we always dealt with music. So, you know, when I was trying to do this shit a while back, it didn't make sense to nobody because, oh, that's Jack Thriller. He the interview nigga. Oh, that's Jack Thriller. He the comedy nigga. But then when Lil Duval,
you went all the way out. You had a band and you had dates and you had everything. I know.
You remember that?
Of course I remember.
Do you
remember?
Me and Music Soul Child sold out SOBs. Wait,
yes, of course I remember. Of course I remember.
Okay. Now it's time now. People are ready. They can step now. In a day and time where anything can happen and people are more open-minded. Yeah, and I figured out what I was doing wrong in the past when I was doing it. And I know how to do it right now. And I'm really excited about this situation. And I'm getting ready to construct one of the dopest Netflix specials that you've ever seen in your life. So it's gonna be so magical.
Oh, congratulations. That's what's up.
Oh.
You out here killing it. COVID where?
Just find something for me to do. I don't care what it is.
Everybody need a big for nothing nigga around.
Just a big nothing nigga. Just done. He just around.
And then your people can cook. They throw some of the best fight parties in the game. I've been to Grizz house for a fight party. Oh my God. Man, you talking about a feast?
Yeah, plenty of food, man.
He is the perfect stop for when you got a little chick or some shit that you just met. His house. Put your shit on the day that he having the cookout at his house.
Yeah,
you gonna get that booty.
Yeah, definitely gonna get you something to eat, something to drink, and you'll walk away happy.
Something to eat later on.
Well, you know what, man, Jack, man, I wish you the best of luck, man, and I'm very happy with everything that you're doing, man. I wish you much success and much love, man. And I thank you for doing, the Underdog, and also just shout out your Instagram and your how people can find you and how they can shout you out and however they can contact you. Just say that a little bit of that,
Even when I'm away, I'll always be around. Grizz, I really appreciate you inviting me. I'm an overdog, actually. On the Underdog.
You sure?
I'm not somebody that you could ever count out, even when you're down. If you sleep on me, you're going to die. If you want to follow me, it's at Jack Thriller, spelled the right way. Young Jack Thriller on Facebook. I've had so much fun with you all. And I can't wait to do this again.
Well, we definitely going to do it again once, the COVID calm down. We're going to do it in studio.
In person.
Do it the right way.
Girl, I want to be in person with you.
You better watch it.
Oh, yeah. You better
watch it. I'm with you, Jack.
As long as I got a face.
You got a place.
I am your recliner.
Oh You're too funny. It has been an absolute pleasure, sir. You are hella inspiring, though. Like, for real talk. What you said?
How old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, you old enough. Cool. You can ride. Okay. You tall enough. There you go.
No.
You can't tell me what God can't do if you call. If you just let him take the first step. Boy, I was asking God, like, God, why you want me to do this interview? He said, just wait. Just wait. Hey, listen, we're gonna talk about us on the next interview. We're gonna tell you what happened on the Love Connection.
Love it. So funny. Thank you so much.
Okay, my brother. Good rest of your day, man.
Show no.
All right.